Students, today we will start with the chapter Eigenvalue problem. You will be having 3 questions from this topic, maybe one for 5 marks, one for 6 marks and one for 8 marks. Let us start with the first topic, eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Its definition: a non-zero column vector X, a non-zero column vector capital X is said to be an eigenvector of a square matrix A if we can find a scalar, say lambda, such that this condition is satisfied, Ax equals lambda x, and such lambda is called as eigenvalue. So for eigenvalue, in short, I will be writing E dot V and eigenvector as E dot VE. So let us try to understand the definition, what we are having here. A non-zero column vector X. So any matrix with only one column is called as column vector. And similarly, a matrix having only one row is called as row vector. We should have a non-zero column vector here, means all elements should not be zero. So such X will be called as an eigenvector of a square matrix A. Please note, in this chapter we are dealing with only square matrices. So whether we mention it or not, matrix will always be a square matrix. If there exists a scalar, say lambda, such that this equation holds, Ax equals lambda x. See what we are having on LHS, multiplying that column vector with a square matrix A, and on RHS multiplying the same column vector with a constant, a number. If value is same for both, such lambda will be called as eigenvalue and X will be corresponding eigenvector. So that is the definition of eigenvalues and eigenvector. Eigen, this word means proper. So some other words which we can use for eigen are latent root and latent vector, and characteristic root and characteristic vector. So latent or characteristic all have the same meaning, eigen or proper. Now let us define characteristic equation. I will rewrite the same equation again, Ax equals lambda x. This can be written as Ax minus lambda x equals 0. You can observe that x is common to both values. So remaining will be A minus lambda I. We should write here lambda I because we cannot add or subtract a number to the matrix. So I am writing here lambda I, where I is the identity matrix of same order as A. So you can observe that this is a single matrix, A minus lambda I. Let us call it as B. So what that becomes? B into X equal to 0. It is a homogeneous system of linear equations. Homogeneous because RHS is 0. And we know that such system have two types of solution. One is called as a zero solution or trivial solution. Other is called as non-zero or non-trivial solution. Bx equal to 0. So what will be the solution? We are seeking such value of x which will get multiplied by matrix B will gives you the answer 0. So of course very obvious value is x equal to 0 because anything into 0 is 0. So that is called as zero solution. And if x is non-zero and this is the matrix B, still their product is 0. So that will be a non-trivial solution. So what is the condition? If determinant of this coefficient matrix is non-zero, then solution is 0. And similarly, if determinant of coefficient matrix is 0, we will be getting non-zero solution, and we are interested only in non-zero solution because eigenvector is a non-zero column vector. So this non-zero solution will be actually what? Eigenvector. I am considering this condition only for a square matrix. You know the general condition in the form of rank for non-square matrices. But as I told you earlier, we are dealing with only square matrices here. What is B? B is A minus lambda I. So This is called as characteristic equation. Determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. And we need this to find eigenvalues. A minus lambda I equal to 0 in the determinant, solving which will give you the required eigenvalues. And then we can find corresponding eigenvector just by solving this equation. So to find eigenvalues, we need to solve this, and to find eigenvector, we have to solve this equation. So if we are having a square matrix of order 2, we will be getting 2 eigenvalues. And similarly, for a square matrix of order 3, we will be getting 3 eigenvalues. And corresponding to each eigenvalue, we will get at least 1 eigenvector. Now let us discuss some properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. First one, the sum of eigenvalues is same as trace of the given matrix. Second is product of eigenvalues is same as determinant of given matrix. And the last one is eigenvalues of an upper or lower triangular matrix or diagonal matrix also are the element on its main diagonal. Means we don't have to solve characteristic equation here to find the eigenvalues. We can easily identify them just from diagonal elements. When if matrix is upper triangular matrix or lower triangular matrix or diagonal matrix. See the first one, sum of eigenvalues is same as trace of the given matrix. Trace of the matrix means sum of diagonal elements. Second is product of eigenvalues is same as determinant of the matrix. And we already discussed the third one. So if matrix is upper or lower triangular or diagonal, we don't have to solve characteristic equation to find eigenvalues. We can easily identify it. That will be the diagonal elements. Okay. So you can very easily identify now that eigenvalues of identity matrix will be what? It will be 1 and 1, because identity matrix is a diagonal matrix and diagonal elements are 1, 1. So its eigenvalues will be 1, 1 if it is identity matrix of order 2. Let us solve one problem based on these properties. So a square matrix of order 2 is given. Elements are x, 4x, and second row is 2 and y. And its eigenvalues are also given. That is 5 and -1. We have to just find values of x and y. So you can observe that given matrix involves x and y. So we have to just assign them some numbers. And it is given that matrix is having these eigenvalues 5 and -1. So only just using first two properties we can easily find x and y here. So just see the solution. Let us write the given thing. Eigenvalues of given matrix are 5 and -1. Now we know that trace of the matrix is same as sum of eigenvalues. So trace of matrix means sum of diagonal elements, that is x plus y, and sum of eigenvalues will be 5 plus -1, that is 4. So we got one equation here, x plus y equals 4. We can get the second equation using the second property, that is product of eigenvalues is same as determinant of given matrix. So product of eigenvalue will be 5 into -1, that is -5, and determinant is this product x into y minus this product 4x into 2. So it is xy minus 8x. So that gives you the second equation, xy minus 8x is equal to -5. Solving these two equations, we will easily get the values for x and y. But these are not simultaneous equations. So how can we solve them? From equation 1, we can find y and we can put its value in equation 2. Or we can find x from first and we can put it here, one and the same thing. So from equation 1, you can observe that y is 4 minus x. If you put it here, equation 2 will become x into y, but from equation 1, y is 4 minus x minus 8x equals minus 5, which can be rewritten as x square plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Just simplifying this, you will get this quadratic equation whose roots are 1 and minus 5. So we got the answer for x, it is 1 and minus 5. We can substitute this in the first equation again, where y is 4 minus x, we will get the answer for y. So when x is equal to 1, then y will be 4 minus x, means 4 minus 1, that is 3. And similarly, when x is equal to minus 5, y will be 4 minus negative 5, that is 4 plus 5, hence it is 9. So these are the answer for x and y. Let us see one more question of the same type. The sum and product of eigenvalues of a 3 by 3 matrix is 6. If one of the eigenvalue is 1, we have to find remaining 2 eigenvalues. So again a similar problem, matrix is not given here, only its order is given, that we are having a 3 by 3 matrix. So of course it will be having 3 eigenvalues. Out of that 3, one eigenvalue is given, it is 1. We have to find remaining 2 eigenvalues. And for that again we require the same properties, because sum and product of eigenvalues is given in the question. So sum of the eigenvalue is 6 and product of the eigenvalues is also 6. So again we require the same 2 properties to solve this problem. So we can write here, let required eigenvalues are lambda 1 and lambda 2, and third one is already given, that is 1. Now sum of eigenvalues, again first property is same as given in the question, 6. And what are the eigenvalues? One eigenvalue is 1 and remaining 2 which we have to find, we are calling them as lambda 1 and lambda 2. So it is 1 plus lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equal to 6. And similarly, product of eigenvalues is also 6. So product will be 1 into lambda 1 into lambda 2 is equal to 6. So exactly similar problem. Here you will get the first equation, lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equal to 5, and second equation is lambda 1 into lambda 2 equal to 6. So again you can substitute the value of lambda 2 from equation 1 into equation 2, and simplifying this will give you easily the value of lambda 1. From equation 1, lambda 2 is 5 minus lambda 1. So equation 2 becomes lambda 1 into 5 minus lambda 1 is equal to 6. That can be rewritten as a quadratic equation, lambda 1 square minus 5 lambda 1 plus 6 is equal to 0. Or you can use the simple notations, instead of lambda 1, lambda 2, you can go for x, y or a, b, anything which you want. So we got this quadratic equation, solving which will give you the roots here, that are 2 and 3. Now substitute these values back to equation 1, where lambda 2 is 5 minus lambda 1. You will easily get the answer for lambda 2, that is 3, 2. When you put lambda 1 is equal to 2, it will be 5 minus 2, that is 3. And when you put lambda 1 is equal to 3, lambda 2 is 5 minus 3, that is 2. Okay. So exactly similar problem it was. So this will be the way to solve problems based on properties.